भाति सरिद्विराज झषकन्यकाभ्यां नृपत्वदाभ्यां नतलोकपन्ते नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां पापान्धकारार्क परम्पराभ्यां तापत्रयाहीन्द्र खगेश्वराभ्यां जाड्याब्धिसंशोषण वाडवाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां शमादिषट्क प्रदवैभवाभ्यां समाधिदान व्रतदीक्षिताभ्यां रमागवाङ्घ्रि स्थिरभक्तिदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां स्वार्चापराणाम् अखिलेष्टदाभ्यां स्वाहा सहायाक्ष धुरन्धराभ्यां स्वान्ताच्च भाव प्रदपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कामादिसर्प व्रजगारुडाभ्यां विवेकवैराग्य निधिप्रदाभ्यां बोधप्रदाभ्यां धृतमोक्षदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कवित्ववाराशि निशाकराभ्यां दौर्भाग्यदावां उदमादिकाभ्यां दूरीकृतानम्र विपत्तिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां दत्ताययो श्रीपतितां समीयो कदाचिदप्याशु दरिद्रवर्या मूकाश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुग्रन्करणे। सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुग्रन्करणे। मूढजहि धनागमतृष्णा कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णा। यल्लभसे निजकर्मोपातं वित्तं तेन विनोदय चित्तं। नारीस्तनभरनाभिदेशं दृष्ट्वा मागामोहावेशम्। एतन्मां सवसादविकारं मनसि विचिन्तय वारं वारं। नलिनीदलगतजलमतितरलं तद्वज्जीवितमतिशयचपलं। विद्धि व्याध्यभिमानग्रस्तं लोकं शोकहतं च समस्तं। यावद्वित्तोपार्जनसक्तः तावन्निजपरिवारो रक्तः। पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे। यावत् पवनो निवसति देहे तावत् पृच्छति कुशलं गेहे। गतवति वायो देहापाये भार्या बिभ्यति कस्मिन् काये। मा कुरु धनजन यौवनगर्वं हरति निमेषात् कालः सर्वं। मायामयमिदमखिलं बुद्ध्वा ब्रह्मपदं त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा। ॐ Namaskar. So last class we were discussing about the Varna system. Okay, we said we will understand what is Varnashrama, and then we looked at the Varna system. And in Varna system I had mentioned about the Shastras, how they have given the Varna system, that from the Lord's head, the chest, the stomach, and from the legs, the four Varnas have come. The same thing is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtam Gunakarma Vibhagashaha Tasya Kartaramapi Mam Vidyakartaram Avyayam. Okay. Now we will expand this a little more. If we are going to say that from God's head and from the chest and all, from, okay, that is a good story, a very nice story, but then I don't feel that, okay, I value it has come from God because we are all part of God, we are all seeing God in everyone, all that is fine, but still I don't agree on this. What is this? I am not very convinced. And so the Shastras very clearly says, as I had mentioned, the Bhagavad Gita says, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. So that important word is guna karma vibhagashaha. How did this Varna system come? First is we have to be very clear that if we are in this empirical world, you cannot be saying that everything is Brahman, so nothing else is there. No, we are in this empirical world, we have to accept the empirical world, we will have to accept something called Taratamyam. See, this word is a very important word because you will always keep seeing it. And this will, it will be a biggest enemy to Vedanta. This differentiation of people, Taratamyam, gradation of people, gradation of everything, liking, disliking, that gradation, whatever you say, is called Taratamyam. Correct? Balancing, that imbalance which is there in the system. Now, imbalance does not mean, clearly understand, imbalance does not mean disrespect. Correct? Okay. Differentiation is a part of this universe. Vividaha, Bahuda Vividaha Santi. Many forms is what this world is. You look at ourselves. We have 5 fingers. Do you value every finger the same way? Correct? The thumb is the thumb. Whatever the thumb can do, this little finger cannot do. Whatever this little finger can do, the thumb cannot do it. Let's be clear. So there is a Taratamyam. There is clearly job for each. There is differentiation of each. There is valuation of each. And if you value things differently, it does not mean you are disrespecting. Correct? Simple. Do you value your parents differently from your neighbor's parents? Tell me. Do you respect your parents differently than your neighbor's kids' parents? Surely yes. Then where is all the Vedanta that all should be looked equally? That doesn't mean that you value the neighbor's parents differently, that you are disrespecting them. No. I respect them. But the value for it is different. Do you value a 50 rupee note, a 500 rupee note and a 2000 rupee note differently? Or will you treat everything as a piece of paper? Not possible. That means if I look at a 2000 rupee note, are you disrespecting 50 rupee note? Answer is no. It has got a different value. That's all. So I am going to use the right value at the right place, and using the right value at the right place does not mean disrespecting. And this is something which we have to know when we are in this empirical world. It is not disrespect of anything. Nothing we can disrespect in this. Yeah, the connectivity is lost. Just 1 minute. Okay. So these things happen. Don't worry. These things are all expected. Don't worry. Even if you will not miss anything, it will get reconnected. कभी कभी ऐसा ही है ना, बैठ के ध्यान करते हैं तो सडनली मन भाग जाता है किधर. Does it go away? No.
Sir, you are mute. Mute.
So don't worry about it. ऐसा connectivity gets lost. Connectivity re-establishes. जैसा हम ध्यान में बैठते हैं, कभी भगवान के बारे में सोचते हैं, सडनली कनेक्टिविटी गोस ऑफ, दूसरा ही अपना चीज़ याद आता है, देन बाद में याद आता है ओ नो हम ध्यान में बैठे, तो यू गेट रिकनेक्टेड. इट्स द सेम वे. इवन वाईफाई इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम वे. बीच बीच में जाता है, वापस आके कनेक्ट होता है. सो वी हैव टू जस्ट बी काम. इट विल गेट रिकनेक्टेड. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. गुड. सो नाउ कमिंग टू two aspects which I would want you to clearly know. What is Varna and what is Ashrama? This Varna and Ashrama is for what purpose? If that is very clearly established in your mind, then you will see everything in a proper way. Please understand that we are not going to teach you something new. We are going to help you to see it in a particular way, so that you value it properly. That is what we are going to do. We are not teaching you anything new. The Varna system and the Ashrama system is for personal development. Please understand, the Varna system and Ashrama system is for one's own personal development. Through the Ashrama system, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa, we are going to mature our mind internally. So, internally maturing your mind is called the Ashrama system. Correct? Unless the mind matures, it will not be ready for getting new knowledge. We will learn this. We will learn all this in Tattva Bodha. Don't worry about it. But just now, even if you don't understand it, write it. The Ashrama system is for my own maturity of the mind internally. Then what is Varna system? It is maturity of my mind working in the society. One is internally driven, other is externally driven. One is antarmukha, other is bahirmukha. Are you able to get this? One is working in the world outside and getting a maturity. Other is internally growing up in the system which is prescribed, which is called Ashrama system, so that I internally mature my mind. Are we clear? So both are for what? Maturity of my mind. There is no other purpose of these two. So I have to mature my mind internally going, I have to mature my mind working in the society. So there are two angles to it, right? Now, we will take that Guna Karma Vibhagashaha and try to understand this Varna system. See, if we know dimensions in a space, you have got the x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. That defines anything in a three-dimensional space. That is why it's called three-dimension space. Exactly like that, you have something called as one dimension, which is Guna dimension, the second dimension which is called Karma dimension, and the third dimension which is called Jati dimension for this Varna system. I will never use this word called caste. I will always use the word Varna system. If you don't understand Varna system, you can imagine it to be caste. Okay? Now, this, as it is defined by the Shastras, have got three various different parameters in which it has to be evaluated. And the first parameter is called the Guna parameter. What is the Guna parameter of this Varna system? Now, every person has got an intrinsic liking, disliking and capability. Right? Every person, they have got that innate capabilities and certain liking and disliking. Certain people are good in drawing, certain people are good in singing. Certain people are very good athletes, certain people are very good in maths. Some are very good in engineering, some are very good in law and logic, some are very good in accounting. So, there is an innate nature of every person which is called the Guna, which is the intrinsic strength of that person. Correct? And this Guna based system is something which the Shastras say is the best way to go ahead. So that means, how can I now differentiate between a Guna for a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra? Okay. Now, Brahmana is a person who will have gunas which are related to generating something, some idea. Typically advisor in a company, some idea, the new ideas will come, how to take things ahead, how to see whether it is fitting in the system. So, designing all the new structures so that it benefits everyone is something when a person is more of that type. For example, simple, a person likes to teach. What guna it would be? A Brahmana guna. A teacher, normally a person who loves to teach will have that Brahmana guna only. That guna is a Brahmana guna. Then what is a Kshatriya guna? One who likes administration, one who likes to protect, one who likes infrastructure, systems, see that everything is proper, supporting system for everyone to work, administration, protecting, hierarchy, proper, everything in its place. Simple. So that person who is having such a guna is obviously having a Kshatriya guna. Okay. Then the third type of person who has a particular guna, innate guna. We say na, अरे यार ये तो पैदाइशी बनिया है. What does it mean? He is a born businessman. You don't have to teach him business. Business is in his blood. He will pick it up so fast that he will go ahead. So, anywhere transactions are there, supporting the society, cultivating something, increasing the value, multiplying things, this type of gunas are called Vaishya gunas. Are we able to now structure people based on their gunas very clearly, teaching people, advisory people versus administrative type of people, security type of people? Third is transactional type of people, material related, improving the value of the material. So now we have seen that these three are innate nature of people. Then there are certain people who do not know what they like. There are some people, even after taking that child after 12th standard to a after 12th standard you go, and after 10th and 12th you go to office, and then you find out which is the what is the attitude of my child. बचपन से अभी तक the parents, neither the child have known what is good for that person, what is that innate nature. Father will say engineering, mother will say doctor, the child will say I want to be an actress. That means completely confused. Thoroughly confused. Correct? So we will have to go and find out, okay, what is that person's actual nature by few tests, some questions and all will be given, you answer it, some discussions will happen. Then an outsider in 5 minutes will tell what is your guna, which you never found out for so many years. 18 years you have never found it out. Neither your parents have found it out. Now this type of guna, this type of confused guna is a Shudra guna. Simple. It's a simple Shudra guna. I am confused. I don't know what is good, what is right, nothing. I have no idea. I am lost. 4 दिन एक चीज करेगा, फिर immediately, person completes, comes top class in the IIT entrance, gets into IIT, comes out as a gold medalist, then does management, then works in the bank. Completely lost person. He doesn't know what he wants to do, why he wants to do. But there is one reason why he is doing it. We will come to it that later. He is not a fool. If he is a gold medalist, if he is not a fool, he has a very clear goal that is prompting him to do, and that we will see later. Okay. But he agrees to be a confused person for that priority. So the Shudra Tattva is completely which is not going to help me to mature my mind. Simple. Now you go back to this working in the society to mature the mind. So that means I don't know what is good for me, what I can do to the society, I am totally lost. That means you have a Shudra guna. Then what do? You just follow few leaders what they are telling you. You also need followers. If everyone becomes a leader, then you can't do anything. So you continue to be a follower, and that is why Paricharyatmakam, their job is to serve the other three. Serve the other three. Okay. Now, so a person who has got Brahmana guna, if he does a Brahmana karma, if he does the right type of job, then it will start working beneficial for him and the society. We tell now, find out the aptitude of the child. Why? Then only it will benefit the child and it will benefit the society. Right? So a person with Brahmana guna does Brahmana karma perfectly fine. Correct? A Kshatriya type of person doing Kshatriya karma, Kshatra karma, perfectly fine. A Vaishya guna person doing Vaishya karma, perfectly fine. A person who does not know what to do, you serve the other three. They will be leaders, you follow them, perfectly fine. The society is in a perfectly calm, proper mode. Now you simply look at the system. Tell me how many people will actually be in advisory. Take a company or take a house or any small unit. Who will be the, if you look at the number of people, the Brahmanas will be more, the Kshatriyas will be more, the Vaishyas will be more, or the Shudras will be more. Correct? So the Brahmanas will always be very less. To support them, more Kshatriyas. To support these two and the Shudras, you will have bigger Vaishyas. And then there will be a en masse people who are there. चलो भाई जो बोलते हैं करो. सब लोग झंडा लेके हड़ताल हड़ताल बोलेगा तो हम भी हड़ताल करेंगे. I have no brains of mine. I will not think anything. I will just follow. Right? भेड़ बकरी जैसा en masse. That en masse is there quite a lot. We are not disrespecting. We are only telling that their capability is this. Let them do that job. They will excel in that job. And by excelling in that job, they will get upgraded by themselves into the other varnas. They will get upgraded. Surely they will get upgraded. Right? So it's a mechanism to upgrade oneself. Okay. So karma, the guna based varna is very clearly identifying the person's innate nature and giving the jobs in the society by which it is going to benefit that person and the society. There is only benefit, win-win solution for everyone. Do we understand this clearly? No doubts here? Good. Now we will go to the problem in this system. This system has a problem now. It's an ideal situation, but it has a problem. Why? How many people know what is their guna? In reality, many people do not know their guna. Huh? Are they Shudras? The answer is no. It is latent within them, but they have no idea about it. Only when the right situation comes, it will spark out. When the right situation comes, it will spark out. Till that they are not aware of it. Right? Now in such a situation, what do you do? That means, oh, I understand that I am a Brahmana at the age of 60 only, because I took 60 years to understand my guna. Now what should I contribute to the society? What can you contribute? Your hands, legs have got arthritis, you will sit at home and sleep. Because when you had to contribute, you did not know what was your guna. So you did not know what the best you had to contribute. That time is over. There is no point in looking at it now. And hence, most of the cases fall into the category that they don't know the guna or they misjudge their own guna. I mean, we have seen, sometimes the children show different behavior. 3 years back, when you give that mechano set, that child was very happy. Slowly after 9th standard, he doesn't want to look at it, he likes singing only. Now what are you going to say, which is the guna? Engineering type or an art type? So both are confused. So such behaviors can happen. So the system, they modified it and they bought the second axis, and the second axis is called jati based varna. The word jati comes from birth, janma, from where your janma has happened, that you can fairly make an assumption should be your guna. Now you will say this is all not very true. And for this the Shastras clearly tell, normally in whichever environment you are there for a long period of time, your mind starts thinking that way. You are exposed to all the ups and downs of that profession. Suppose you are in a house where both the parents are doctors. So right from childhood, you know what is an emergency. You would have always played with stethoscope and that hydrometers for pressure dekha. That were your games. Anyone midnight also someone will come at home, so you will never feel it's a disturbance. Correct? So slowly you have got the discussion happening at home between the husband and wife will be in a medical language, and the child understands it over a period of time. If not exactly, at least gets an idea, flavor of what it is. So in whichever environment you are there, as a child to a particular age of being 20, 21, you get completely matured with that environment. You are one with it, right? That gulab jamun, when it goes into the sugar syrup, over a period of time, that sugar syrup comes and completely overpowers every cell of that gulab jamun, right? That is why even the center is that sweet. That means your gunas, over a period of time, your personality ends up being the same which your parents or the environment in which you are there. So the chances of you succeeding in that profession, the chances that you accepting that profession, the chances that you contributing in that profession is very, very high, right? And hence, if you do not know your guna, go by jati. But in each of this, exception is always there with every ruler. That is the beauty of the system. With every rule, exception is there. In case you are born, for example, in a jati which is Vaishya, and you know your innate guna is Brahmana, you had the flexibility to change and become a Brahmana in your profession by acquiring all the things which a Brahmana needs. So it was not a watertight situation that if you are born there, you are always stuck there. No, it got abused much later. The system was, if you don't know guna, go by jati, but within the jati, if you know your guna, come back to guna, because that is the most preferred and that is going to help you and the society, not your jati. Correct? Are we able to get the valuation is now different? So either by guna or by jati, you should do work in the society which benefits you as well as the society. Correct? The third one is one of the weakest way to look at this Varna system, which is by karma. Because I do that karma, I belong to that Varna. Think about it, huh? Because I am doing that particular profession, now my guna would be anything. My jati is anything. But because of my karma, I am considered to be a Brahmana, Kshatriya or Vaishya or Shudra. This is one of the weakest way to look at the Varna system. Right? Now tell me, this person whom I gave you an example, who has completed in IIT, done the management, working in a bank, okay, and that too consultancy in financial services. He has done marketing management. Okay, now tell me, he is a Brahmana, he is a Kshatriya, he is a Vaishya, or he is a Shudra by what he is contributing to the society. It is very difficult to understand, right? A boy of that nature or a girl of that nature should have been a Brahmana throughout the education. Ending up doing what type of job? Vaishya job. Working in a bank is a Vaishya job, right? The type of job which you will do. And what is his guna and jati? No idea. Then why did he do? only one reason. Paisa feko, tamasha deko. This money has broken the complete Varnashrama system. Are you able to get a perspective of what I am saying? Is it clear? What has happened? We were all, look at 500 years back, your forefathers, they were doing, our forefathers, me included, they were doing a certain karma based on what varna they were in a certain part of the society. Right? They were happy or unhappy, we don't know. But that continued for centuries together. Right? It's very unlikely that if you are, for example, if you are a Maratha or if you are a Brahmin, that your forefathers would have been someone else. It's very, very unlikely. Because it's been coming over a period of time, right? Now, in this last 3 generations, what did we do? We left our karma to the society, what we were doing, and came to cities for greener pastures and started doing some other karma which is not a part of our guna or our jati. Are you able to get this? Added to it in the name of equality. Sorry, I will be touching very sensitive situation, but then we have to understand it. We have to mature and see it from a helicopter view. Never look at it on any personal view, because I am not indicating to any person here. It is the system which we are talking, and once we understand the system, we know how we properly align to the system. The further, the system has got abused by having reservations. Wherever you go, you have a reservation. That means a person, just to give names, an other backward class, let's assume that, who is supposed to be a Shudra, has ended up as a teacher. So his guna is not a Brahmana. His jati is not a Brahmana. He doesn't know the profession, but just because of a reservation, he is going to sit and do this. What is going to happen to the society and outcome in the society? Think. If the teacher is of that quality, how will the children be there? If the politician is of that quality, how will the country be? It is not against reservations and all. Please understand that. That is why it has to be picked up who are economically backward, check the guna, and then put in the profession. If you are economically backward, support is needed. Teach the person, support the person, handhold the person, make the person capable, and then put based on the guna in the right job, so that he benefits, she benefits, the society benefits. Are we able to get this? And if this is lost, just imagine after 4 generations, what will it be? Can you imagine if someone talks about Varna system in America or Western countries, what will happen? What Varna are we talking about? My children and your children are playing with our children. Hope you understand what I am saying. The discussion between a husband and wife. My children and your children are playing with our children. What Varna system are we talking about? Correct? So we cannot, it's completely lost, that there is no scope to talk about. Now in such a system, how is your internal growth going to happen? Because don't forget, this system was for internally maturing the mind. When will the mind be matured? When it is stable in doing what it is supposed to do. Correct? So when you are in that system, it is like placing a magnet in a proper magnetic field. You know, when you bring North Pole and North Pole together, what happens? It will repel. You bring North and South, then only it is right. You have to complete the circuit. Once the society is in that form, it works beneficial for everyone. But once the society is distorted, then sabse bada rupaiya. Money makes the mayor go. That is why today, even in the dais, an Ambani will get a bigger position than a very renowned teacher. Why? The teacher doesn't have money. So the society has only one angle to evaluate people: money and status. And money will get status. So don't bother about status. You have money, status will also come. How many people have been conferred PhDs? Come to our university, I will confer you PhD without you even doing anything. Are we able to get that? How we have distorted the whole system. We have diluted it completely. Correct? Do you think it is going to go back? Answer is no. We have reached so far that we can't go back there. We can't go back to the old system. But is the old system useless? 100% no. So then where do we use this system? We can only use the system for ourselves, understanding that clearly, for our own evaluation, to understand we are Guna Brahmana, we are Kshatriya Brahmana, we are Guna Kshatriya, we are Guna Vaishya or Guna Shudra. And for each parameters we may be different. In certain parameters I'll be very good, in certain parameters I'll be very bad. Self-analysis, use it. Why? Finally I want my mind to be calm so that I can progress in my life, which is the objective of this human life. The objective of human life is not money. Please. Surely not. Right? Money is a supporting system. It is an important thing, but it is a supporting system. It's a means to the end. Money can never be the end. Never make money the master. Make it always a servant. Respect it, use it, and then balance, leave it aside. That's all. Okay. But the whole system knows everything with money. What do you do in this society? Correct? Now do we see, apart from this, we have our own internal issues, that even in Jati, it has got very badly abused. Correct? Even now you have, ye Jati, uske saath shaadi nahi karna chahiye, and what is that, what do you call? Honor killing. Even now. Our system was not at all there that way. There are 8 types of marriages told by Manusmriti. Rakshasa Vivaha, Gandharva Vivaha, Brahma Vivaha. 8 types of marriage which are allowed everyone. Telling the pros and cons. Telling that if you do this, you will mess up your life. Be prepared for it. After that, it's your choice. But it was not stopped. You will never be an outcast from the society even if you do that marriage. But people will not include you in certain activities where they need pure Brahmins or pure Kshatriyas. They will only use them. They cannot use you. That's all. You have lost an eligibility, but you have not lost respect. Why did you lose the eligibility? Because you did not value the dharma and you fell a prey to your own desires, and that is why you got married totally in a wrong way. So the society does not include you in certain things, but you are not an outcast from the society. That messed up situation is what we are seeing today, and that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Right? So let us understand this Varna and Ashrama system. They were enablers for growing our mind. Any questions on Varna system, ask me. Otherwise, we will move to Ashrama system. Okay. 3 parameters of checking. I have not introduced you to one more aspect, how we look at it, which is based on, the gunas are based on, there are three types of gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo guna. And then we can characterize each person. Shudra is a T, a Kshatriya is a Vaishya is a small s, small r, small s, capital R, and small t. I don't know whether I will do a share screen and write and show you. Let me try. Whiteboard. Okay, I have. Okay. Where is this? Text. Okay, good, not bad. So let me write it, you will be able to see. Are you able to see this? S is predominantly Sattva Guna. Capital R is predominantly Rajo Guna. S equal to Sattva Guna. R equal to Rajo Guna. T equal to Tamo Guna. And what is Sattva Guna? Sattva Guna is something which is pure, related to learning, related to knowledge, related to enhancing the life, progressing in the right direction. A calm mind. Okay. S. So it is related to learning, more beneficiaries. Rajo Guna is equal to action. Anything related to action. Okay, it is related to administration, movement, it is related to a lot of karma. This is related to meditation, upasana. This is related to karma. There are many words how you can connote this Rajoguna, Sattva-guna. So it is not just one meaning. It is cluster of words which are more in that direction is all those gunas. Then Tamo Guna is inaction. Okay. Or maybe inertia. There is no growth happening. Okay. Now when we look at this, you have predominantly Sattva Guna, less dominant Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna. Correct? Now when you say Sattva Guna, this person is very calm, very pious, very properly thinking, always working towards more beneficiaries. He will still do some actions, but he will not be running for actions. He will not be agitated in the mind. He will also take some rest. He will go to sleep. Sleeping is a Tamo Guna. It is needed. Right? You go to the Kshatriya. The Kshatriya he looks at more beneficiaries, but not at the cost of him. Let many benefit, but first I will ensure I will benefit. मेरे बाद बाकी सब benefit होने दो, मुझे कोई problem नहीं है. Brahmana will be, I am not bothered whether I benefit, others should benefit maximum by my actions. That is a quality of a Brahmana, right? Thought, a thought quality. Okay, don't go by people Brahmins now, please. I am giving you the right way to look at it. Don't superimpose what you see today into this and say, oh, that means all these Brahmins are supposed to be. Nay. Oh, totally not. Today, who are Brahmins are not Brahmins. Let's be clear. Oh, naam ke vaste Brahmin hai. Okay, because they don't have this guna. Whoever has this guna can be called Brahmins. Okay, now, then you have the Vaishya where a lot of activity, but first I need to benefit. उसके बाद दूसरे को बेनिफिट हुआ या नहीं वो दूसरी बात है. Are we able to get this? Very, very clear guna it is. It is a nature of people. Different types of people are there in the society and all are required. Correct? Now, if you want someone to protect and grow things, yeah, I need to earn money. I have to be in the business. If I don't earn money, if I don't make profit, नो दान धर्म एंड ऑल साइड पे जाने दो भाई. अब ब्राह्मणा हाथ में नहीं पैसा रहेगा वो लोन लेके भी दे सकता है किसी को. के क्षत्रिय बोलेगा ठीक है मैं दूंगा बट अपना हिसाब से ही दूंगा इससे ज्यादा मैं नहीं दे सकता हूं. वैश्य छोड़ो देखा जाएगा. करेक्ट. एंड यू नो हाउ मेनी वैश्यास हैव ऑलरेडी रन एंड सिटिंग इन यूके. पक्का वैश्य गुना. I will not name people, but it's very clearly the Vaishya Guna is very predominantly sitting. They are sitting in heavens now, right? Then you have the Shudra. The Shudra is inertia. I will not do anything. मेरा भी भला ही नहीं होएगा, सोसाइटी का भी भला ही नहीं होने देगा. I will not do anything. चुपचाप बैठेगा. मुझे कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आता. That type of people. उन लोगों को बोलेगा at least follow these three. You follow these three, something will happen to you. But there will be some more people, why should I follow them? Okay, only God can save you. Let us pray. What? Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat. Let Durjanas become Sajjana. We can only pray, we can't do anything for them unless they decide. Okay, so this is that guna based system which we can classify Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Is it clear? Yeah? Okay. Fine. Now, after the, yeah, you have a question, then ask. Unmute and ask.
If we see a human, are you able to hear me, sir?
A little louder. I can't hear clearly. Wait. Yeah. Speak.
Sir, if we see a human in particular, are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Continue.
Human is an amalgamation of all these guna.
Human.
A particular, for example, if I see myself, I introspect myself, I've got all these gunas in me.
No. When
so
we.
Is that I have to do self-realization and improvise on that?
No. See, when we say there are certain gunas which will predominantly come irrespective of the situation, you will every time try to give that behavior. That is your predominant guna. A little of everything is not the reality. That means you have not been able to differently value each guna within you. You need to see which is a predominant. So everyone has a predominant style, right? So you have to identify which is your predominant style. Then move on upward. Either maintain or at least move upward. If you can't move upward, at least maintain, don't go downward. Because there are people who are from Brahmana have become Shudra also by thought process. By quality they have become Shudras.
Because many a times we are confused. So the confused guna is of Shudra.
No. See.
So necessarily we not be in that clan, but we ultimately are in that clan. If I'm confused.
No, if you are confused. See, 1 minute. You could have confusion on a particular attribute about yourself in a given situation. But if you remove the situations out, you have a very clear thought of this is my goal, this is what is my action, and this is what I'm going to do. Now look at that. Is that a Brahmana, Kshatriya or a Vaishya? Because given a situation, we will behave differently and sometimes we will decide not to express any behavior and Due to that, you can't call yourself Shudra. That is a choice which you have done to restrict. So remove all the external, given a freedom to you. What is your predominant guna? That is what you will have to review and understand internally. And you will see that many a times you depict the same thing again and again. Huh? Can you please mute? Can others please mute? Two people, can you all mute? Yeah, thank you. So this will depict every time. Don't we see many a times looking at a person, अरे ये तो ऐसा ही behave करेगा. Very predictable. I know he is going to behave like this only in this situation. What does that mean? His behavior and his nature is so predictable. That means his gunas are very crystal clearly, explicitly visible out. Right? So, remove all the other things without any encumbrances. What is your guna is what you will have to look at. And we all love to say, looking at this, that I'm mostly, you will try to see I'm mostly Brahman in most of the time, but sometimes I also become Kshatriya. No. Be true to yourself. No. Simple. If I ask you your purse, are you ready to give it? Basic question. दे दो आप चेकबुक खाली साइन करके दे दो, अमाउंट डोंट पुट. Gunas will come out that time very clearly. Correct? Yeah. This is how we'll have to put ourselves in situation. The gunas will come out very clearly, what I want to do, what I'm ready to do, how much I'm ready to extend. Because finally we are talking of maturity of mind. Huh? A person who can see everyone like that person has got that matured mind. If I'm not ready to see it right now, I have to slowly work on it. And don't imagine that you're always stuck with it. Huh? Because if a person is a tamoguna person and can never become a brahmana, then the shastras are not required at all. Then we are talking of fate. We are going into ultimate fatalism. That will not work. Here we are talking of changing. First is diagnosing the problem, then working towards to go to the next one, so that I am going to mature out from this and improve myself. That is the objective of it, very clearly. So it's a high amount of introspection. Yes, please go ahead, Suresh.
Now, is it possible for us to change your gunas over a period of
100%.
time?
100%.
And
100%.
my second question is, now, see, over a period of time, the 200 years of whatever, so many years of British rule, there have been some gunas which would have been suppressed in most of the people, and some other gunas would have come. So typically, most of the people from South coming down and working as stenographers, laying down from the old original purpose, because there was no earning or living. And over a period of time, the original gunas would have been totally suppressed, and they would have become more Kshatriya or Vaishyas.
Very true. Simple. Let us take our examples. We are all supposed to be Brahmins who are doing puja into temples and doing some karma, and a Brahmin should not earn. He should not ask. Whatever is given to that person, he should be happy with it. The reason that we thought that we have to come as stenographers to Bombay itself says that my desires increased. So I no more value my guna as a Brahmana. I need to be a Vaishya. Think about it. That itself, that change has come. Then the upbringing of the next generation is going to be with that culture. Huh? So it has already changed. But can it go back? 100% it can go back. Because if it can come down, it can also go up. Then it is your determination to take it up. Right? We can keep crying that our forefathers did not value it, and that is why we are in this situation. Or the other person can say that in whatever situation I am, can I try to work to myself go up? Do some sadhana, do some upasana, do certain effort to upgrade myself. It is like saying that if a child fails in a class, he is a permanent failure. No, not possible. Or if a person is a very intelligent person, will never fail. That is also not possible. So across this you can keep going, but that is your will, your wish, your commitment, your effort, and you can go. And the whole Shastras are very clearly, what does the Shastra tell about this? It says, Janmana jayate shudraha, karmana dvija uchyate, veda pathena viprasyat, brahmano brahma vedana. While born, everyone are Shudras. Janmana jayate Shudraha. Karmana dvija uchyate. I go to the next level by my right deeds. Then with the right knowledge, with the right attitude, with the right deeds, I further progress up. And once I know the right knowledge and I am always established in that right knowledge, then only I am a Brahmana. Okay, so the Shastras are absolutely clear. We are the reason to misinterpret the Shastras, and that is the reason we are sitting today like this and abusing the system. We should not abuse the system, rather look at what is, learn the system, understand the goodness of the system, then work whatever is possible to upgrade. We are not saying that you have to go back to that village, leave everything, and then Bhikshan Dehi, whoever offers anything, I will be. No, it is not possible. Then what can I do? Can I donate more, whatever I earn? So I can do that. By that what will happen? My mind will not be, I should earn more to donate more. One of the our mantras are so beautiful. The Chamaka mantras talks of 370 things. Minimum 370 things which a person needs to live in this world. It starts with Vachascha me, Prasavascha me, Prayatishcha me, Prasitishcha me. It will go on 11 chapters of 370 things. I need this. I need this. Cha me. Me means Chaturthi Ekavachana of Asmat Shabdam. For me. Cha and. So after every word there is cha, and I need this, and I need this, and I need this, I am asking. Now the question is, are you greedy? And the answer is no. You will say, what is this nonsense? When I ask 5 things, you are saying you are selfish. Here the whole Chamaka is talking of 370 plus things for me, I am asking shamelessly, and you are telling that you are not selfish. No. Because the intent of it is very clear. What is the intent? That comes in the 10th chapter of Chamaka. It says, give me all that, I will enhance and multiply it and give it back. How? Prano yajnena kalpatam, apano yajnena kalpatam, vyano yajnena kalpatam, chakshur yajnena kalpatam, Shrotram yajnena kalpatam, mano yajnena kalpatam, vag yajnena kalpatam, atma yajnena kalpatam, yajno yajnena kalpatam. So if I have to give more, I need to get more. I am very clear, I am not going to utilize it. I am a multiplier factor and I am going to give it back. The Upanishad has a very beautiful mantra. Yaschandasam Rishabho Vishwarupaha. I need all the wealth. I need a lot of animals. I need lot of dhanya. I need lot of dhana. Why? The next mantra clearly says, so that I have biggest of the universities, more children should come and study there. If I need to sustain them, I need to have more. I need to give them food. I need to give them shelter. I need to give them the best of the knowledge. I need to give them the best of the things. So please give me so that I give it back. So when you do it with such a concept, that getting money will never touch you. Earning is not bad, huh? Our system never says earning is bad. Holding is bad. You earn, you give, no problem. you hoard, you have a big problem. Okay, so it is already 9 o'clock. We have seen the Varna system pretty well, enough to understand at least the basics, so that the cobwebs and the wrong knowledge about our Varna system, and hopefully I believe that with this knowledge you will no more call it as a caste, because caste is a very derogatory word. It is actually separating people. Varna is combining everyone's strength for a beautiful society. For a beautiful society, right? All our systems, I have circulatory system, my respiratory system, my digestive system, my muscular system, my skeletal system, my reproductive system, my endocrine system, they all work so harmoniously so that I am fit. Correct? That is all working together. But the moment you look at it as caste, you will say the legs are useless, the head is the best. Are we able to see? So it's our outlook. So we should have the right outlook when we are looking at things, and then you will not have a problem. So if the outlook needs to be changed, वो क्या है? Frequency है ना, वो 93.5 FM का बदले में 94 आ गया तो खर 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 आवाज आएगा. So you have to fine tune it. थोड़ा चश्मा का धूल निकाल के वापस देखेंगे, प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. Right? With this, we will continue the ashrama system, which is very much required for our own internal growth, going internally, and this was working outside. Right? So we will continue with ashrama system in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.